Today for Popeyes, we're doing the new Butter Crunch Tenders. More importantly, we're doing the Smokin Pepper Jam. This should be momentous. You think I oversold that a bit? Gonna hit a couple close-ups before we start eating food. Here is the Smokin Pepper Jam. It must be really good or really expensive because when you say they spared no expense, that's all they gave us. Perhaps it's hot. Then, of course, here's the big reveal. Butter Crunch Tenders. Wow, that's actually a pretty decent sized chunk of chicken. Ooh, kind of looks like a head, doesn't it? Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg He's Q, together with Mr. Happy 0121. You and I had a discussion before this video. I hate to demean the product before we even get to it, but it feels like once every 3 or 4 months we sit here, we open up a box, it's got the standard fries, it's got the great biscuit, and then there's a new form of chicken. The whatever chicken, the this chicken, the that chicken. Basically what it comes down to is it's a breaded chicken strip or a breaded chicken tender. Will today be the day that we say this is the greatest breaded chicken tender ever? Will it? Will this be the day?
Probably not.
All right then. Let's go ahead and get into it. Do you want that gigantic chicken tender I was waving at the camera? All right.
Sure.
I'll take this subterranean. Wow. Before we get started, this is the biggest tenders I've ever seen them give us. There's been times that this would be 2 of the tenders that they've given us. Bravo, Popeyes. Bite 1. Bite 2. Gonna go in with the dip. Don't worry, I'll use the uneaten end so you can, We go into this knowing nothing about this Smokin Pepper Jam. It would be awesome if this was like the 3rd hottest jam ever. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Bite 3. What grade do you give the Butter Crunch Tender from Popeyes?
An 83. It kind of tastes bland, but it also kind of tastes like a sugar cookie. So, there's that.
What did you think of the Smokin Pepper Jam?
It's pretty alright. It's pretty good.
Just for S's and giggles, what grade would you give that?
90.
Well, we were in agreement on one thing. You and I are in vast disagreement about this. I give this a 95. I was completely wrong in everything I said. Which, of course, because you say it, you have to be wrong. I said this would probably taste like every other chicken tender or strip they've ever done. First bite I took of this tasted completely different than anything they've ever done. It took me a minute. And then I was like, I do taste the butter. And you said, and here's part of the reason that we don't also show, people ask often why we don't show ourselves chewing. Because we're discussing what we think while we're chewing, which is kind of gross. And then we just give it all to you at once rather than you hearing us, and by the time we get to the grade, you already have it figured out. You say to me, it tastes like a sugar cookie, which at that point colored my judgment on the second bite. It totally tasted like a sugar cookie. But you know what? When's the last time you had a sugar cookie chicken strip?
Never had, well, a couple minutes ago.
You may not want one, or you may not know you want one until you have it. The only thing that made it better was this sauce, and the sauce lives up to its name. It tastes like a jam, or a jelly, if you will. More like a jam. It wasn't really sauce-like. It was kind of like when you were a kid. Well, no, you're too young. When I was a kid, before they invented dipping sauces, you used to have to ask for honey to put your nuggets in because there was no dipping sauces. We used to live in a dark time, kids. It's kind of like honey with some different seasonings in it. I really liked it. I give that sauce also a 95, and it did improve the chicken. So it was a win-win. For the 3-piece meal with the biscuit and the fries as the sides, and you got a Dr. Pepper, medium size, $6.50. If you want 5 strips, $8.50. Facebook shoutouts. We're now up to 600 likes. I don't know what to ask for next. We just wanted at one point 100. And then we got, we wanted 500. And then we've been working on this 600 for a long time. Let's go for 750. Help us get to 750. That's just a weird number. But there's no way we'll ever get 1,000, so let's shoot for 750. Who do you have first?
Matthew Myers and Alex Vincent.
Eminem and AV, Matthew Myers. In the long-standing tradition of him leaving me with the names he doesn't know if I can pronounce, Luke Bechtel. Luke Bechtel? I'm going to go with Bechtel. Let me know, Luke. Let me know how badly I did. I'm sorry. I apologize. My last name, like, 1 in 1,000 people ever say it correctly, so I feel your pain. Last but not least. And I'm going to throw in her little name from Facebook, because I'm sure her actual name isn't Sunny Day Smith. I'm sure her name may be Sunny Smith, or that could be an alias as well, but Sunny Day Smith. Here's why I know this one person specifically. She watches our videos somewhere in the neighborhood of our time between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. And she doesn't watch the new ones. Well, she may watch the new ones, but she comments on the old ones. Like when you go back in time and there's no poster and we're sitting in front of a white wall and the camera's shaky and we don't have an auto-tune or autofocus and we don't have microphones. And so it's just like these two blobs sitting in front of a white wall screaming about Oreos. She watches those.
Awesome.
And then she comments on them. And then I go back and look at the videos that she just watched and I go, oh my God, I can't believe these are still online. So thank you. Thank you, Sunny Smith, because you must be a true fan to be able to watch those videos and then still speak with us, because they're horrible. All his fault.
It's all my fault.
He said, look, let's start a channel. I've got this Fisher-Price camera. It's got 5 pixels. And let's shoot it in front of a white wall with bad lighting. It'll be awesome.
Then I looked around and I said, let's review that. Some food.
Yeah, let's review that. It's over there. We already have it. And if you watch those first videos, we purposely did like the first 100 and tried real hard not to do fast food. We reviewed some janky stuff.
We did.
Is janky still a word? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
I don't even know when that came in fashion or went out of fashion, but at some point people used it.
In fashion.
No, people used it. People used the word janky back when they were wearing Jinko jeans.
What's that?
Still nothing to review. This dropped from heaven. That's all. I was going to go do those hush puppy shrimp that literally every other food reviewer in the world has done. And I saw the sign for these and I said, well, why not do something different? But now we're back to square one. The next video we're going to do will be a review of a limited time product that he has never had. But it will also be a kind of how-to on how to make a snack out of something awesome. It's the best we got, folks. So until then, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can find us on all social media. Mr. Happy0121.
What? You're supposed to do the thing. That's the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how I know.
Just testing you. Until next time.
Stay vigilant.